Hi, this is Doug Johnson with JesusHasAPlan.com. Thanks for stopping by again today. We want to talk about Matthew chapter 5. Jesus is speaking in what we call the Sermon on the Mount. He is expanding on the Ten Commandments, Exodus chapter 20, the things that God set down as our rules. They're called the Ten Commandments. And today we're going to talk about another issue. And we're going to start with Matthew chapter 5, verse 33. Let me read these verses to you. Again, we have heard it said that by them of old, that you shall not perjure yourself, but shall perform to the Lord your oaths. We're going to talk about what that means in just a second. But I say unto you, don't swear at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by earth, for it is his footstool, nor by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King, that would be Jesus. Neither shall you swear by your head, or by the hair on your head, because you can't change that. And but let your communication, here's the whole point, but let your communication be yes or no. Whatever is more than that comes from evil. Now that's what God's standard is. So basically, let's summarize that last thing. We don't have to swear. That doesn't make things stronger. If we swear by this, or what they were doing in Jesus' time was that they were swearing by the temple in Jerusalem, which was a very important building. In fact, they were swearing by the gold on the temple. And Jesus, in talking about that, said that's not what's important. And in fact, he says, don't swear by God, don't swear by heaven. That's God's house, it's his throne. Don't swear by earth. You don't have any control over these things. Don't swear by your head. Don't swear by the hair on your head. Don't swear by your mother. I mean, these are all, Jesus says, just say yes, you're going to do something, or no, you're not going to do something. Don't make it more complicated than that, because those other things that you're saying, you don't have control over. You have control over what you're doing. That's all you have control over. If you say yes, you're going to do something, then that's what you do. And if you say, nope, I've thought about that, and that's not something I'm going to do, then you don't do that. So that's what this passage is about. Don't make it a bigger deal than it is. Just simply say yes or simply say no. So today is a visit with Matthew chapter 5, verses 30 through 36. Appreciate your time today. It's important for us to go over this. The one thing that I want to do as we close our time together today is that Jesus wants to have a friendship with you. He has come to earth and taken the responsibility of our sin and paid that price so that we could be reconciled back to God, so that we could have a relationship with God, because all God wants, see, he made us in the first place. All God wants is to have a relationship with us. And he's asking you, please, he's done everything he can. He's paid the penalty of your sin. He's asking you, he's giving you this free ticket to heaven and asking you to have a relationship with him. Won't you please do that today? There's a link under this video that tells you how to be a friend with Jesus. I ask you to go and visit that and see what that takes, and ask Jesus to be your friend today. There's no better time than today. He wants to be your friend. This is Doug Johnson with JesusHasAPlan.com. Thanks for stopping by.